guys, this is Brian, aka Texas Treasures, and today I wanted to talk to you about the crisis that we are currently experiencing and how that is affecting reselling as a business, at least from my perspective. I know a lot of you out there that these thoughts are on your mind as you're going to the grocery store, seeing the shelves emptied, watching the numbers of illnesses spread, and the stock market that's been plummeting. And it's a natural question: how is this going to affect us as resellers? And on this weekly What Sold video, I'm going to be able to take my first look as the NBA and other leagues have shut down and social isolation has become more of a norm. Schools are shutting down. So I want to look at my weekly sales this week, but from a little different perspective, as in how does that relate to how it's affecting the reselling business. I do these videos once a week to see how my sales are going, to help you be able to find items to sell for good profit online on eBay, Poshmark, and other platforms when you're outsourcing. So if you like this type of content, smash the like button. That really helps me out, helps my video find new viewers. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button below. And if you'd like to be notified when new videos are dropped, hit the bell next to it. All right. Well, before we begin, last week I had 28 items sold for a little bit over $1,000 in total sales. So those are the numbers that I'll be comparing this week to, so we can see, what type of impact we have. And as always, I start off at the lowest priced item and I finish at the highest priced item. So make sure you stick around to the very end to find out. All right. With all that being said, let's get into it. Okay. Now, and here's another thing. I primarily sell shoes. So I think, well, we'll talk about that more at the end. Let's just go through the sales. All right. First up, from my Nike unit, we have a pair of Nike women's thong sandals. These were from my Nike storage unit. Paid $1, sold for $12. There's the profit. All right. And that was, what was that? Poshmark. Yep. And here we have an eBay sale. Also from a storage unit, we have this Columbia Girls fleece jacket. No, it is March, but this jacket still sold. Paid $1 for it, sold for $14.93, and profit of $10.62. So a Columbia Girls jacket. All right, here we have a Poshmark sale. These K-Swiss, and these weren't in the greatest condition. I picked these up at the Goodwill outlet, paid $3.50. They sold for $15 on Poshmark. Now they did sell really quickly. They sold within a couple of days. Made $8.50, a real quick little flip. Can't retire off that, but not bad. Sorry, I need that caffeine this morning. Saturday. All right. Here we have, actually this was Bonanza. Yeah, this was Bonanza. And by the way, if you're selling on eBay, you should be selling on Bonanza. It's a real easy platform. You can adjust the percentage of the fees that they take from you. Like mine's set on the standard 9%, which is a little bit less than eBay. It's definitely less than Poshmark. The higher up the percentage you go, though, you get more traffic basically to your items. And it syncs with your eBay account. So it's a real easy, hassle-free way to get a few more sales. I don't get a lot of sales, but I do get a few. Anyway, these Lakers headbands, once again from my Nike storage unit, paid $1 for these. These sold for $16.82, leaving $12 in change for profit on those Lakers. And of course, it's really making me sad that the NBA is currently suspended. My Mavericks are doing well, and Luka's killing it. So hopefully they get that restarted before the playoffs start. Okay, here we have a pair of jeans. These are Amethyst women's low rise with the flare bottoms. There's the measurements there. Picked these up for $1. These were also from a storage unit. Sold these for $17 and a profit of $12.60. If you're a clothes reseller and you're struggling finding inventory, and I don't like selling clothes that much, to be honest. I prefer shoes. Man, you could really find a lot of clothes really cheap at some of these storage unit auctions. Speaking of, here we have a vintage for all you do Budweiser. This Bud's for you. This was a really cool piece. Had the armadillo, but he's drinking the Budweiser from his His little drinking bowl. This is vintage 1995, new with tags, a little wrinkly, been in the storage unit for a long time. Did have a little dirt stain up at the top. Still paid about $1 for it. Sold it for $17.94, leaving a profit of 13 and change. Vintage t-shirts always do well. Here we have another Poshmark sale. This was also from my Nike unit. These are Nike baby toddler little weave walker shoes. Little bitty size 3. These were like infant size. Paid $1 for them. Sold them for 20 on Poshmark and a profit of 15. This is the cool thing about storage units. You can run into some stuff that's probably been in there for years and years. These are probably 20-year-old shoes. So it's what they call new dead stock. It's brand new, but it's dead stock items you can't find in production anymore. All right. Here we have actually these, my mom, I taught my mom how to resell like last summer, and she was doing it for a while, making some good money, but she decided she didn't want to do it. And that's another point. A lot of people are like, well, why do you make these videos? You're just going to show people how to make money. And here's the truth is, yeah, you can give people information, but reselling is not easy. It does take a lot of work. Anyway, she gave me these shoes that she decided she didn't want to resell anymore. So these are a pair of Towncraft men's penny dress loafers. These are new with a box, really clean shoes. Gave her $1 for them and sold it for 22. Basically, she's just liquidating her shoe inventory, leaving a profit of 16 bucks and change. And by the way, these are size 12, triple E, extra wide. The wider the sizes on shoes, they typically sell for more money. Now, this isn't a really sought after pair brand to look for, but they were new and really excellent condition, so they sold decently. All right, here we have, I believe this was a garage sale find. Got a pair of Nike Air MVP Pro 2 baseball cleats. We are in baseball. Well, I say that we are in baseball and softball season, even though a lot of these leagues are being postponed, canceled, suspended. So I don't know how that's going to play out. But anyway, these I paid $1 for them at a garage sale. They sold for $29.99 on eBay. That includes shipping, leaving me a profit of $20.87. Here we have a pair of Brooks Brothers Madison men's dress pants, like the navy blue, pleated, size 37 by 32. I picked these up at the thrift store for $3. They sold for $30 with free shipping, leaving me a profit of $21.60. All right, here we have another pair of shoes on Poshmark. These are Florsham Imperial Chelsea boots, black, size 10.5D. Men's boots, kind of like these dress boots. They always do well for me. Paid $3, picked these up. I believe these were a thrift store find. Excuse me. Might have been a garage sale. I don't remember. Garage sale or thrift store. Made $25 profit off of them. Men's dress boots do really well for me. Okay, here we have another Poshmark sale. Paid $7 at a thrift store for these. A pair of Nike Metcon 2 cross-training women's shoes, size 10. That is a large size in the women's size. Paid $7, sold for $35 on Poshmark, leaving me a profit of $21. And that's kind of the model I love. And I can find these pretty often. Pay $7, make profit of $21, tripling your money basically. That's a good business model to follow. Here we have an eBay sale. These were a pair of Stuart Weitzman women's classic pumps, black suede leather heels, size 7M, which is a very common size in the women's. 7-8 is the most common women's size. Paid $5 for these. I think these were actually a garage sale pickup. Sold them for $37.95 on eBay, leaving a profit of $30.55. I've had these for a couple months, but nice profit on those. Here we have another eBay sale. These are Roper women's slip-on leather comfort shoes, size 7.5. Beautiful pair of leather shoes. Picked them up for $6 at the thrift store. These sold for $39.95, leaving a profit of $25.24. So you can see there, I took 6 and basically increased fourfold, quadruple. There you go. quadrupled my money on those. And that's the model I love, triple, quadruple, or more. Here we have a pair of Johnston and Murphy Damani woven. See this right here? This is the woven leather shoes with the tassels. Paid $1.50 for these at the thrift store. Sold them for 40 bucks on Poshmark. I love those ratios, by the way. Leaving me a profit of $30.50. And by the way, I do a lot of Poshmark closet reviews. And notice the angles at this 3/4 angle. We got all the angles. We got the white background. There's a couple different ways you can do that. Check out my playlist of Poshmark closet reviews for tips. Or if you're watching this and you would like me to review your Poshmark closet, just comment below. Leave me your Poshmark or eBay store name, the number of active listings you have, and if you're on Poshmark, the number of self-shares in the past 30 days, and any goal or any specific thing you want me to look at, I'll be glad to take a look at it. I do have a few queued up to do this week, but I'll be happy to get yours in the queue and try to help you improve your sales if possible. All right, here we have another eBay sell. Pair of Asics GT 1002. These are women's running shoes, size 8.5D. And let me see, I paid $7.50. These were a thrift store find. Sold them for $40.05, leaving a profit of $27 and change, almost quadrupling my money again. Now these, to be honest, had sat in inventory for a while, and I'm okay with that. You know, a pair of shoes I'd like for them to sell within 3 months, but if it takes 6 months and sometimes even a year, that's okay. I do have a process of aging my inventory, and I do have videos on that also, on how to move your inventory. All right, once again, we're moving on up. If you like this information, if it helps you, smash the like button for me. Here we have a pair of Lucky Brand black leather boots. These are women, size 10M. These are a larger size. Paid $5 for these at the thrift store. Sold them for $42 on Poshmark, leaving a profit of $26.48. Lucky Brand, I always do well with Lucky Brand. That's a brand on the women's side, especially the ankle boots, booties, they call them. Anytime I can find these at a good price, I try to pick them up, and they sell pretty well. All right, next. Here we have an eBay bundle. Buyer bundled 3 different sets of headbands from my Nike unit. So they're getting 9 headbands in total. Paid about $3 for those from the storage unit. Sold for $42.72, leaving me a profit of $36.05. Money went up 12x on that. Storage units can be amazing, and I haven't done one in a while. I do need to get another storage unit. I'm on spring break, so maybe I try to find one. I don't know. Here we have another bread and butter brand for me. These are Keen. Keen is a brand I'm always looking for. These are leather women's shoes, size 7.5 black. Paid $6.50 at the thrift store. Sold these for $55 on Poshmark. They did take a little while to sell. Probably had them for several months, but they made me a profit of $37. So 6 to 37, 6x in the money right there. These are interesting. Let me tell you about these. So these literally sold within 10 minutes of listing. And anytime that happens, you got to ask yourself, I think they were listed too cheaply. Now, my son Justin does do my photography for me right now and my listing. He does a great job, takes great pics. He knows how to research. But here's the thing. These Adidas Betty Boop sneakers are very rare. When you look them up on the eBay comps, you'll only find like one that's sold in the past 90 days, and it did sell for $39.99. So that's where you want to use Terapeak, which is a free eBay tool if you have an eBay store. And it was my fault. I didn't tell him about Terapeak. If he would have used Terapeak on these, he would have seen over the past 365 days, there were I think three of these that sold, and one sold for $69.99. And these were in immaculate condition. So they should have been listed for $69.99 plus shipping. These, I did pay up for these. I paid $10 at a garage sale last weekend. They sold the same day they were listed within 10 minutes. Now, other interesting thing, these sold to Hungary through the eBay International Standard Delivery, which is a new eBay option they give you that just came out on the spring update. And I used Pirate Ship, so I made like $20 on profit on shipping through these. So So that's where the $73.99 sell price came in at. After take out the what I paid for them and the fees to get them shipped, I still made a profit of $41.99. Could have been even more, but still pleased with that sell. Of so if you see, and here's the thing: if you see these unusual designs, here's Betty Boobs, got the little kissy lips on these. When you see things that are unusual, definitely stop and look them up. All right, so that was my sell of the week. All right, so let's compare this week to last week. This week, I had 21 off items sold because if you follow me on Poshmark, I also sell some wholesale jewelry. Last week, I had 28. So from 28 to 20, the numbers are down a little bit. I paid $69 for the inventory that sold this week. They sold for $637. Last week, I was a little bit over 1,000. I was at 1,000 and change. So you see, I'm down. My sales are down about 35 to 40% this week from last week, and that is concerning. Is that the virus crisis that we're under? Are people, I think when these type of events happen, people really they kind of hunker down, fear takes in, and they're not doing the things they normally do. So it'll be curious to see how my sales move forward next week. But I did see about a 35 to 40% drop in sales this week, and I do think that this crisis has something to do with it. So it'll be curious to see what happens moving forward. Now, the other theory out there is that as people are home, more people are staying home from work, schools are shut in, maybe people might do some more shopping online. And I typically primarily sell shoes, and used shoes. So hopefully I won't be impacted as much. I think it depends on what you're selling. Like if you're sourcing collectible items, vintage electronics, which I do a little bit of that also, that those type of purchases, people are probably gonna. I'm thinking they might hold off on it for a while until this crisis is kind of resolved. So they're kind of my thoughts. I have seen an impact on my sales. I do think the crisis has something to do with it. We'll just have to see how that goes moving forward. My ASP, my average sell price was $31.87. Those headbands tend to bring that down, or they'd be higher. My profit margin was really good. I had $568 in change in profit, 89% profit margin, which is amazing. And I'm also keeping track of my eBay listings. Last week I was at 534. I'm up to 539. It would be higher, but I still had 20 sales, so that's pretty good. I do need to get these listings cranked up since I'm gonna be off on spring break. I will be able to source, of course, cautiously, cautiously sourcing, hand sanitizer, not getting too close to people. But I think with fewer people out sourcing, it is a good opportunity to get some items. The stores probably won't be as picked over as they usually are. So hopefully I can stock up on some good inventory, and I can help Justin with the listing, get more listings out there, and hopefully get these sales up. And even if they are down for a while, I do think long term our economy will bounce back once we get this crisis underhand. So that's it, guys. Comment below, by the way. Tell me, what are your thoughts? How are your sales looking from week to week or month to month? And what are your thoughts on the medical crisis that we're experiencing? Let me know. Once again, if I appreciate if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed. And until next week, guys, stay safe and happy treasure hunting.